Hello and welcome to Matt's Mosh Pit, and tonight I'm going to be checking out Epitaph live from Melbourne by Make Them Suffer. But before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support you've showed me and my channel so far. It truly means a lot, and I could not do this without you. So folks, Make Them Suffer. You may be asking yourself, what do I know about Make Them Suffer? And the answer is absolutely nothing. No, I'm just kidding. I know they're from Australia, and I believe they are a metalcore band. That's pretty much all I know. I will say that one of my longtime viewers has asked me to check them out multiple times, and you know who you are out there. And so just so you know, tonight is for you. I'm checking them out because you told me to, and in fairness, you've never steered me wrong, so I'm very, very excited to check them out. And I will say, I've mentioned this a few times before, that metalcore is one of those weird genres for me, that they're basically, I'd say, metalcore stereotypes or tropes, as you will, where there's, clean vocals and harsh vocals mixed together. And I will say, for the majority, I really, really enjoy it. And I've seen a few metalcore shows and love it. I love the energy. And I do like the clean vocals mixed with the harsh vocals. It's just usually a good sound for me. But there are also bands within the genre that are huge that for some reason they just don't quite work with my ears. And it's not that they're bad. They're clearly huge bands and within the world, let's just say, but for some reason they just don't do anything for me. And so that's the kind of scary thing for me when it comes to checking out metalcore bands, because some can sound very just plain and derivative, and some just, take it to the next level and they just sound great to my ears. So it is kind of a complete crapshoot of which one we're going to get when it comes to this. But I fully trust the person who told me to check this band out. So I feel like I'm in good hands. I feel like we're going to be good here, folks. So anyway, let's check out Epitaph by Make Them Suffer. It's funny, that person's jacket says "Suffer Forever." Awesome. It just sounds weird when you say it, and it sounds extra harsh, but I think it, obviously for the band. So I don't know. It's just kind of funny. So anyway, let me get back to it. Man, they didn't hold back. That was just like right off the bat, and flames and rah. That was awesome. And so I'm very jealous too. I want to mention this. I'm very jealous because they have flames, and you can tell that they're in it's a larger club, but they're still in a club. And that, I guess in Australia, you're allowed to have those flames and stuff. But where we are in America, that doesn't really happen. And so I'm very, very jealous that they get flames. You guys know, if you've been following this channel, I am a sucker for pyro when it comes to stage performances. And so it's but man, so this must have been the first song, because we had that weird intro and then they just came out and just flames and awesome. I'm going to go back a little bit so I didn't mess it up completely, but so far, awesome. That's actually a good touch. I know it's not like the first time that you hear like a male vocal offset with a female clean vocal and whatnot, but it does throw me like I get kind of excited when I hear that because I'd say it's more different than not, if you know what I mean. So that's actually kind of cool that they have a female clean vocalist to offset the harsh vocals. The only thing that's weird, and it could just be because it's a live, is, and I want to hear the album version because it sounds like his vocal is more loud and full, where it sounds like hers is a little bit more thin sounding. So I have a feeling it's just because it's live and how it was recorded. But either way, it's a cool touch. I like the female clean. So way to go. Okay, sorry, I have to interrupt again. I keep seeing things that I love, and it's things that I love that I probably haven't mentioned on this channel yet. But I noticed this, and this isn't a metalcore specific thing, but it's used more in metalcore, I think, is the lead singer always gets that like front stage riser, and I want a front stage riser. Like I want that, like I want it at work. I want to be able to just like run up on it and stand on the front, the riser and be like, I'm not doing this report, rah, like that. But I don't know, like there's something empowering, I think, about having that, like that riser up front. And I know like In Flames, I believe, like I always give In Flames credit because In Flames has been using that front riser forever. Like I feel like Anders like probably invented that in a weird sort of way, and they're not metalcore necessarily, but I've only seen it more in metalcore shows than any other shows. But I love when you get that front riser thing. There's something that, like, I wish I knew a metalcore band. Like I wish I knew a metalcore band that had one of those and could invite me on stage. And like, I'm not going to scream. I'm not even have a microphone. Well, maybe I'll have a microphone, but not plug it in. And then to make it just seem like I'm part of the band and just like, so I can stand on it and just be like, rah, even though nobody really wants to hear me. But that would be a dream. And then if Pyro could just come up right afterwards or before, that would be dope. Okay, I need to get in a metalcore band to not actually do anything. I don't want to write anything. I don't want to play anything. I don't want to actually sing anything. I literally just want to stand on stage and stand on a riser with flames. If we can make that happen, if you're out there and you know how that can happen, please let me know because it would be awesome. A boy can dream, folks. Okay, let's get back to their dream because they're living in it.
Now
That was awesome. High energy, metalcore probably at its finest. It sounded great to me, and it was definitely good to my ears. One thing that I thought was funny is like the end where like on the screen it was like suffer forever, suffer forever. And it just sounds so funny. Like it just sounds, hey, the whole like live long and prosper. You're like, hey, suffer forever, folks. Boom, love you. Catch you later. Suffer forever. So it just, I don't know, it just sounds weird to me. But anyway, yeah, it sounded good. At first listen, I don't really know the lyrics or anything like that. So I don't really know, what the song's about, all that kind of good stuff. But it sounded good. It sounded like just pure energy. It sounded like everything that I love when it comes to metalcore. I will say, once again, I mentioned it, how his vocals sounded much more like, full and warm, where hers sounded a little bit more hollow, or thinner. I do think that was really just the live aspect. So I do want to check out the album version and see if if that's how it's supposed to be, or there's, it is what it is. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I really do like the fact that there's a female offsetting vocal, which is just super cool. And, I definitely champion that because I don't think there's enough of that. So it's just awesome. I love that aspect, and I definitely want to check out more from Make Them Suffer. And I also want to say thank you to the person who recommended them. And I finally checked them out in your honor. So, and you know who you are. Yeah. So thank you. You were once again spot on with what you think that I would like. And so, folks, I know some of you in my audience out there has said that metalcore is not their favorite genre, and, it's just not for them. And I totally respect that. But I absolutely appreciate you still checking these videos out and still willing to give it a try, because for me, there's definitely genres, and I mentioned them in the past, that as much as I want to love them, or like on paper, they should just be good, they just, for some reason, just don't hit my ears right. But it's not going to stop me from keeping, checking out new bands, because maybe there will be one in that genre that does click for me. So I absolutely appreciate those of you who have already stated that you are not a fan of metalcore, but still, going in and giving it a second try or a third try, or however many tries this is, because you never know, we might stumble on the right band for you. And that's the name of the game, folks. But anyway, for me, yeah, I do like metalcore, and it's one of my favorite genres. But there definitely are bands that are huge that I just, for some reason, they don't click with me. But I want them to, and I'm going to keep trying. But anyway, folks, let me know your thoughts. And if there is, I want to know, I'm actually very curious, is there a genre that on paper you should love, but for some reason it just doesn't work out for you? And so just let me know what that is. And so, folks, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? If you've been to this channel a couple times, you might as well just subscribe. That way you'll be the first to find out. Oh, hit the notifications too. I always forget that. But anyway, that will help you find out when a new video drops. If you have subscribed, thank you so much for that. And now the time is to get your friends involved. Share the videos with them. Get them to subscribe. That way together, you and I can take over the world. That would be awesome. More importantly, please leave comments. The comments mean everything to me, and this is where I get to meet you guys and become lifelong friends and all that kind of good stuff. And you guys get to, tell me about bands like this that I need to check out. So that is super, super crucial and important. With that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.